I need to see how they lose.
Okay.
I need to see how they lose.
No, that's a great answer.
How did Purdy play?
Yeah, because to me, Steiny, that's what I think is going to happen in Minnesota. I believe Kerr's going to be on another franchise. I don't think his stock has ever been higher, and I wonder if what we've talked about months past about the likeness or these two wanting to work together again. Would it be an opportunity to where if Purdy was just average from here on out, would Kyle go?
But how's he been? How's he been through
above
17?
Average?
Okay,
above average.
I'm going to assume this is who he is at this point.
Average.
He's an above average quarterback.
I can't rob him of that.
And
he's won 2 playoff games. The game he lost, he didn't even really play in.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's to me, Purdy is now on the same level in terms of how we judge him as Josh Allen, as Burrow, as Hurts, Purdy. I'll put Lamar Jackson in there.
What is this now?
I'll tell you in a minute. Right. Let's put Dak? Let's put Tua in there. Oh yeah, Dak. Absolutely. Yeah. Those guys, to me, their reputations are all established. And Purdy's to me, so's Purdy's. It's just okay, who's going to get it done in the postseason? Otherwise, we're going to think the exact same.
What if they don't make it, Matt? That's on the table.
Make what?
The playoffs. The Niners. They're 5-3. What if?
Okay.
So you don't even. There's no part of you what if they lose 4 in a row? What if they lose to Jacksonville? They're 5-4. The way your mind thinks, you don't even have on the table that something could go disastrously wrong for the Niners to where they don't make the playoffs?
It's not going to be Purdy's fault why they don't make the playoffs.
Oh.
If Brock Purdy's healthy, how do they miss the playoffs?
The same way they lost the last 3 games.
Well, they've been hurt, so that's a possibility. But if they're healthy, they have to be a playoff team. If Purdy stays healthy, if the 49ers stay healthy and they don't make the playoffs, somebody explain to me how that would possibly happen. Seriously. I don't see. But what I'm really...
That is highly unlikely, but I got that. It's on the table.
What I'm really getting at is the way we talk about quarterbacks, and Baldy said it, and I wish I had that particular...
This morning?
Yeah. It's what was he saying? It doesn't matter what 49ers are going to go 10-7, maybe 11-6, 12-5. Yeah, and it's the only thing that matters is how Purdy plays in the postseason.
Well, Jimmy played pretty well in the postseason, took you to a Super Bowl, and it mattered. How did it matter? It mattered how the coach felt about him. To where he went and said, you know what, I'm tired of the Jimmy Garoppolo experience, because the one thing Jimmy had was his 1-loss record. And when you got in the playoffs, you lost twice in the NFC Championship, won one in the NFC Championship.
I think that's what I'm trying to say, is that Garoppolo,
I'm saying to you that wasn't good enough.
I'm not saying it's going to be good enough.
Oh, all right.
I'm saying
that's where you were going.
Right. I mean, he could move off Purdy if he doesn't if Purdy, doesn't play well. That's kind of what I'm saying, is that
Kyle's finicky.
For everybody that says, well, we need to see more from Purdy. Yeah, in the playoffs. That's all we need. We need to see more in the playoffs. Regular season, I think he's proven that he can take the 49ers and get them into the playoffs.
Well, he did that. Yes, he did.
He's 10-3 as a starter.
He did do that.
So 888-957-9570 is the number. The Niners are at Jacksonville on Sunday, 10 a.m. game, and it's a big one. There's a big difference between 6-3 and 5-4. Big difference.
And you just don't want to, Steiny, you want to end the losing streak.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. But Jacksonville, they won 5 in a row?
They're hot.
Boy.
Peterson's Super Bowl winning coach. But this will be your boy Chase Young's first game with his new team. Like Steiny, I'm expecting, and I'm not going to come in here, how did the defensive line play? How many sacks? No. You can watch a game and know that Trevor Lawrence, who is mobile, you could have hellified pressure on him and maybe have 1 sack and still know, that was different. Bosa was up. They were getting after it. So that's why I'm excited, man. And we got the offense. Who's going to be available? Will Trent be back? Got to think him and Debo will be back. You hope.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Trent's carrying a lot of weight.
He's offensive lineman.
Yeah. But his feet, I'm worried about his feet.
Niners play, I don't know if you knew this, Thanksgiving night and Christmas night.
And New Year's. How about that?
Now that one, 49er Frank, he's going to be mad.
What?
Is it
he only
New
got
Year's
half
Eve?
the information?
Steiny, come on. New Year's Eve?
Yeah, New Year's Day. I think. New Year's Day. Right? Nobody's listening. Hold on. I want to play this Baldy about. Oh, this is Baldy on Purdy. This is what Brian Baldinger said with the morning roast. Yeah, this is good. This is the one I listened to.
I think it's been good. It's been good to very good. It hasn't been great because of the last 3 games, but you can't put it all on him, though. Like, I mean, it'd be good if Juwan Jennings runs a route that he's throwing to, and I don't know what Juwan was doing at the top of the route in the last game against Cincinnati, but it got intercepted. I mean, you're throwing these balls on timing. Like, the receivers have to win. They have to be where they're supposed to be. I mean, if you just wait for receivers to get open in this league, you're never going to be the elite offense. Sometimes you have to live with the mistakes. But he's made elite throws and and he runs the offense. The team has to play better around him. But, yes, he can play better. He can eliminate some of those mistakes. But I don't want him, Joe, to eliminate the mistakes at the risk of not being aggressive.
Yeah. Right.
Like, you're not winning a championship. Mahomes doesn't have 2 in the bank if he's not aggressive and lives with the mistakes. You have to live with them.
Well, Baldy,
it can't be just let's play not to make mistakes. Nobody plays good like that.
Wow. I agree, Steiny.
I mean,
Brett Favre on line 1. That's who I thought of. You got to have guts of a cat burglar.
But he only won 1, didn't he?
Aaron Rodgers too.
Yeah. No, I think. I think really.
So he's saying don't change, but when you, as a quarterback, Steiny, your system is predicated on trust, and I'm throwing to a spot, and you and Spadoni are my receivers, and for whatever reason you don't get there. I mean, that's dangerous in itself. So it sounds like Baldy's saying, okay, win, but what if you don't? What if they're jamming you or what have you? You know how many quarterbacks have thrown to a spot and it's like, okay, now we got to break down the blame game.
Isn't that what quarterbacking is?
Well, okay, he ain't there. I got to pull it down. I got to look to another read progression. It's not just throwing to a spot. So
888-957-9570 is the number. Steiny Guru with you on 95.7 The Game from downtown San Francisco. 88 Kearney Street. It's our new broadcast home. By the way, did you get back to the garage okay yesterday?
Oh, yeah. That was pretty damn. No, it had some music. It was live. I just don't understand why you give the address out. Like, really? That is lame.
You know why I give the address out, Goo? Because I want to shatter your illusion that you think people care where we are.
No.
So I'll say it every day so that every day.
They care. Nobody should know where I work. We work.
We walk out of the building and nobody is there.
I've never listened in all my years of sports talk radio of them saying, hey, we're on 222 Warrior Street. No.
Actually, I believe we had a former host here who said, at the corner of Broadway and Battery. I mean, no, it's not.
That's a little different.
It is?
Yes, it's a lot of things on that corner. Oh, boy.
This is more Brian Baldinger, and here's what he says about Chase Young with the 49ers.
I would expect Chase to start. I mean, I think it's an upgrade. His movement is elite. I think he needs to learn a lot. I think Coach Kaczmarek can really help him. I think he needs to learn a lot about pass rush. I think he has relied on his athletic ability for too long, which is considerable. Because if the quarterback gets flushed, Chase can literally chase.
Right.
He can chase with some of the best of them in this business. And that's when he kind of comes alive. But if you're saying line up, put your hand in the ground, and come off the ball and go beat your tackle one-on-one, like he has not been able to do that consistently. In fact, Warren Sapp worked with him in training camp this year. And he was like, he was a stand-up 2-point pass rusher. And Sapp's like, put your hand in the ground like a jet and take off. And, when he does that, like he's better, but he says he doesn't see as well when his hand is down and doesn't see what's going on behind the line of scrimmage. Now, I mean, I understand there's restrictions and limitations, but I think Sarah could really work with them to get the most out of them.
All right. See, this is what I love. This is what I love.
Give it to me.
Chris Kocurek. Well, he's the best line coach in the NFL,
That's what
right?
Like, he
right?
have a head
It's
job.
official. It's official. We've heard that for you. Chris Kocurek, the best in the business.
Yep.
All right, so of all the 32 teams, Chris Kocurek's the best. That's been established. That's a fact. That's how we talk about it. Okay, well, it sounds to me like Chase Young needs some help with his technique. It sounds to me like Chase Young is a hell of an athlete, but needs to think the game a little more.
And what about his counterpart?
Who?
When Baldy was saying win the one-on-one matchups, Bosa.
Yeah, but I get the sense Bosa has it all. Like, Bosa's a great athlete and...
Well, he's hands in the ground. I was just saying this year as to, him having like a Wiggins year in regard to sacks.
But you said you can tell without sacks if they're getting the pressure.
Right. And
is he?
No, I don't believe it.
What Pro Football Focus has
I don't
him
give it
at top.
I got him, but PFF ain't over my grade. I watched the games.
No, but PFF had him for like an A+.
I don't care.
No, PFF.
Who are they?
Dude, Pro Football Fantasy.
I don't give a rat's behind. I've been watching football before they even had PFF. I'm my own eye test, Steiny. I know what I'm watching. PFF. But is that true?
What?
Both the pressures?
Yeah, he's up there.
Because I hate when they do that with Parsons.
I think he's up there.
Yeah. But I can't wait. Sunday, man.
You know what?
Offense and defense, because they both have question marks.
I'm going to be honest. I don't. You know what this is? Okay. You know what this smells like? And Sam Lubman walked in. This is perfect. And I get it. They're different people entirely. But I remember when the Giants acquired this guy. Oh, this guy. And 6 months later, he's like, Mauricio Dubon. Hey, they may have found their guy. Remember when they traded for Dubon?
Yeah.
They didn't do anything. Let's Chase
just won a Gold Glove.
It's gonna for the Astros. That's right. For the Astros.
Out of it. Right.
For the Astros.
No, I'm
starting to get the sense that Chase Young,
Now you're going, why was he available? Why did Washington say night?
Yeah.
We'll see. But if you got a good thing going, Steiny, this is the best and easiest football he's going to play, and he's already said as much, so we'll see.
I know, Zuki, man, it's Pro Football Focus.